Indianapolis Colts, the dumbest organization in the entire NFL is the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts, what are we doing here? Let's call it like it is. Guys, let's call out the spade in the room. Let's call the elephant out in the room. The Colts made a mistake drafting Anthony Richardson 4th overall in the 2023 draft pick. Let's just call it. And instead of admitting it, they're doubling down on their mistake. They're too scared just to say they reached, too scared to cut the bait, and now they're risking walking away with absolutely nothing. Guys, the Colts have said they're not trading Anthony Richardson this season or next season or the year after that. That is what they said. That's what Chris Ballard has come out and said. They're not trading Anthony Richardson. But let's look at this. Daniel Jones, yes, that Daniel Jones just beat out Anthony Richardson for the starting quarterback job in Indianapolis. Think about that. A guy the Giants literally tossed aside into camp, complete, and won the job. And now the Colts are standing in the front of microphones with GM Chris Ballard saying, oh, yeah, no, we're not trading him, meaning Anthony Richardson. Instead of owning up to reality, they're spinning it with lines like, oh, he's still growing. He's still learning how to be professional. There's value of him sitting behind a vet. Give me a break. That's not development talk. That's excuse talk. Guys, the reality is the Colts don't want to admit that they botched it. They gambled on Richardson athleticism, passed on safer picks, and now 2 years later, they're sitting here trying to sell us on the old patience line, while the guy they drafted top 5 is riding the bench. Chris Ballard can talk all day about professionalism, maturity, and learning from Daniel Jones. But here's the truth. If you do not believe enough in your guy to start him in year 3, you don't really believe him at all, period. That is what it is, period. You don't believe him. Guys, the Colts are dumb. They're stupid. They're asinine, and right now, Anthony Richardson still has some value. Yes, you heard it. He still has some value if he's traded. He's still young. He still has draft pedigree. And there are quarterback-needy teams that would give you real assets for him right now. And if you're not going to use him, then move on from him. Get something back in his value tanks. Because every week he rides the bench, every week he's not playing, his stock goes down and down and down again. Instead, the Colts are holding on, pretending like there's some genius long-term plan, while in reality, they're just terrified to admit the truth that they reached, they swung, and they missed. Guys, the Colts need to absolutely trade Anthony Richardson right now while they still can. They're scared to admit that they blew it. But the longer they'll wait, the less return they'll get. It's dumb management, plain and simple. Chris Ballard needs to trade him or get fired. Chris Ballard might be the worst general manager in the NFL. He is terrible. So let me ask you, let me throw this guys out here. Let me throw this at you. Should the Colts cut their losses and trade Anthony Richardson right now? Or do you think him sitting behind Daniel Jones is actually going to turn into a quarterback they thought they drafted? Guys, comment down below. This is a live interactive show. I want to hear your thoughts and your opinion. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here on said platform. Now, let's get into those comments. Old Man River says, let me be clear. Let me clear my throat, says Old Man River. Says they suck. The Colts are terrible. The Colts are the worst team in the NFL. Nah, they're not the worst team in the NFL. They're the worst ran team in the NFL. And Old Man River, you know something about bad teams. Old Man River is a Lions fan. Old Man River is a Raiders fan. He knows what terrible teams look like. And if he's saying the Colts suck, trust the man. Trust him. The Colts are terrible. Chris Ballard is the worst general manager in the entire NFL. Indianapolis Colts, new ownership. Get him out of town now. Well, not new ownership. Donners, get him out of town. Alpha Rob says, cough dropping cough syrups don't work, Buck. I know. Clearly they don't work. Right? West Philly Black is in the chat. He says, Eagles Super Bowl champions. Too bad they won't repeat. Too bad the Eagles won't repeat. Too bad they're going to ride into the sunset. Another one and done. KC proud, baby. Alpha Rob said it actually makes coughing worse and linger longer. I didn't know that. Really? Interesting. Maybe I'll stop the whole cough drop thing. My bad. Let me try that out. Maybe I won't do cough drops tonight or cough syrup. Just sip on some milk. Oh, remember, let's see if the Lions can make a serious run. Philly has a decent squad. Lions aren't going to be make a job. Alpha Rob says the Colts can pitch to another team. He's young and tired. He is tired. It's 4th and 1, coach. Take me out. Oh, you need me for this play? No, I'm sorry. Oh, if we get this first down, we're going to win this game and we're going to make the playoffs and the Texans won't? No, I'm still out. But seriously, there are teams out there right now that would probably make a trade for Anthony Richardson. Miami Dolphins. Seattle Seahawks. Now, I understand the Seahawks do have Jalen Milroe, but remember last week, potential bust right there on their hands. Potential bust. Look out, right? Who other teams out there could need a quarterback? The Raiders. What are they going to do with Geno Smith? And I understand they just picked up Kenny Pickett, but you know what? Anthony Richardson would be pretty nice in that system, right? There are other teams out there. Minnesota Vikings. JJ McCarthy, True Wildcard. What do you know? You don't know, baby, right? There are some teams out there that would give decent value for Anthony Richardson. Cleveland Browns would give probably 2, 3, 4 first-round draft picks for him. Old member says DJ is going to make a name half-assed, but not name trade Richardson. Listen, we spoke about this about a month ago now, right, guys? I said, hey, if Daniel Jones is a starting quarterback week 1 for the Indianapolis Colts, that ends 2, maybe 3 wins to their overall record, and this makes them a potential playoff team. Guys, the Colts are not a bad team. They have a lot of pieces in place. If everything falls into place, they can make a decent run. 9, 10 wins. Not a reach. Not a reach. So, with Daniel Jones as the quarterback, get Richardson out. Get a first round. Hell, probably won't get a first round pick. Get a second round pick out of him. Get something. And there we go. Salgigo, I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize. But he says Richardson is young. Development of QB. The last thing he needs is a change of a system, coach, and organization, etc. No, that's exactly what he needs. He needs to get the hell out of Indiana. Indianapolis and Anthony Richardson divorced last season when he tapped out versus the Houston Texans. They divorced last season when he decided to become a rapper. They divorced this season yet again. He's like, oh, like my finger or my back hurts or whatever. What don't you understand, brother? Go back and watch the Houston, Texas game. I'm in Indianapolis. I hear what people are saying. I'm on the Indianapolis Colts boards. I see them. They don't like Anthony Richardson. Colts Nation does not like Anthony Richardson. The minute he tapped out on 4th and 1 versus the Houston Texans, they get that first down. They're in field goal range. They win that game. They knock the Texans out of the playoffs. The Colts go to the playoffs. He tapped out because he's tired. He was tired. Quarterbacks don't get tired. Man up. Nobody likes him. Coaches don't like him. Fans are playing. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis. Get him out of town now. The only reason why coaches are saying that, yeah, he's learned how to be a professional doing this. They're saying the politically correct things. I've been in coaches' locker rooms. I'm a coach myself right now. You can tell by my voice. You can tell. Yes, I am going to go out to the media on Facebook and say all the right things. I'm going to say, yeah, this kid's working his tail off. He's doing everything right. But things aren't falling his way. But then we go have a coaching meeting. I'm like, this fucking guy sucks. Why are we starting him? Bench his ass. I don't care who he is. That is just the facts. And what else are your options, man? Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not bad. Daniel Jones is not bad. There's a reason why the Giants signed him to that massive deal. Daniel Jones is not bad. Stop sleeping on the man. I bet you, matter of fact, right here, September 2nd, my wife's birthday, 9:30 East Coast time. Daniel Jones will finish as the top 10 quarterback in the NFL this season. If he plays all 17 games, all 18 weeks, Daniel Jones will finish as the top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Mark it down. Old Man River, Alpha Rob, mark it down. He is coming. There's nothing to be dead about, brother. There's nothing. Come on. Yes. If you have faith in Anthony Richardson, to run this Colts system, then Daniel Jones will be a GOAT in this Colts system. Daniel Jones plays the RPL very, very well. Daniel Jones nickel and dimes down the field very, very well. Daniel Jones is sneakily athletic on the outside as well. He's everything Anthony Richardson wants to be. Daniel Jones is the better version of it. He may not quite have the arm talent that Anthony Richardson flashes, right? But Daniel Jones is smarter. He runs the offense better. And he understands, like, hey, I don't need 80 yards every play. There's 5 there. There's 4 there. Come on, brother. You guys know damn well Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback. Stop sleeping on the man. Stop sleeping on the man. And Alfred was like, oh, heck no. His own mama don't like him. Are we talking about Anthony Richardson here? Anthony Richardson mama doesn't like him? Probably hates his rap-ass career. Have you guys listened to his rap song? Have you legitimately gone in there and listened to his rap song or his rap album? It's terrible. It's terrible.